Hello everybody, my name is Nubia Girl. I am a variety streamer and I'm also a YouTube content creator. I typically play all kinds of games and I really love City Skylines. It is something that has become kind of a passion for me, especially lately. I've been doing a lot on Twitch. And some of my community members were like, why don't you make YouTube videos? And I mean, why not? Why don't I make YouTube videos? So here I am. First playthrough on YouTube, and I hope you guys like it. And it is going to be vanilla for this one. I am starting to kind of traipse into the world of mods on Twitch, and I'm still learning how to use them, learning what they are, learning what I like, learning what I don't like. So I thought I would just kind of go old school on this one, do vanilla, and make mistakes. Make good city, hopefully, and hopefully you guys like it. I do have some ideas in mind of what I want this city to be. Right now I'm just creating that very first bump out so we can get our roads in here. I am one of those builders who likes to use dirt roads in the beginning just while I'm shaping what I want my city to be. And just kind of looking at this area here. I might need to get some maybe quality of life mods, like camera mods in here for use so we can look at more things. The river's over here. Pretty sure the flow is that way from what I recall. We got our wind, water, yeah, the flow is that way. So we're gonna have to, I don't own every single DLC yet. I'm working on it. I own most of them. I think the one I need to get next is gonna be Sunset Harbor. I think it allows me to have the better water outlet systems, but until then this is the one we're stuck with, which means I'm gonna have to stick it over there. So since we are forced to stick it over there, I am pretty sure I'm going to have my industry over here as well. And looking at the colorations of the map, it looks like this is going to be some good farming. So I think I'm going to turn this into a little maybe start out as a farming town. We won't get there right away. But I also, my favorite DLC so far is the plazas and promenades. I absolutely love it, and I have ideas for this build of what I want to do with it. So bear with me while I kind of trip through all of this and get it going. Usually I do this on stream and I laugh at myself when I make mistakes. I am not perfect, so just bear with me. So I think I'm going to make this 2 deep here. 2 deep here. And then I want to have it be 10 wide across, which is a little more complicated than it sounds, but it'll be okay. Because I eventually like to have them to be 3 deep total. So we will do. I prefer having mods for this. Move It is amazing, by the way. 10 that way. 10 that way. We can kind of meet in the middle. Which is not where I want the middle to be. So it's what, 3 for here? I think 1, 2, maybe 2. Okay, so we're just gonna do 1, 2. That should give us our numbers, yes. If I get rid of that. Five. 10 should be there. And I know this is a little bit of fiddling, but I promise it will work. Promise, promise, promise. I have a plan. So what I want to do with this is I'm actually going to, because this should be straight in the middle now, right? Except for the nodes don't work that way. It'll be okay. So wait, this should be 10. Oh, 2 sets of 10. 1, 2. Okay, perfect. And it should go in the middle if I set the nodes properly. No, they don't sit in the middle. Do they? Those sit in the middle. Okay. Just trust me. Process. It's a process. So I've got these 2 wide. I need it to actually end up being 15 wide, not 10 wide. So I kind of want to do that for nothing, but it's fine. Like I said, it's a process. I know exactly what I'm looking for. It's just a matter of getting there. So that should be 10. 2, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty sure that's what I want. It's hard to double check when you don't have all of your roads available to you yet. Because what I want, and we're just going to be blowing through cash, so sorry about that, is I want this to be able to be here. And then I want to be able to have 2 roads on either side of it. But with a 4 square difference. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put a road. Here? No. Here. That's how I want it. Just like that. And so I grab this side. And now I can erase all of this stuff because I came to my senses and figured out how to do this without going crazy. That is exactly the length I want. And it should be, yeah, it should be, I gotta turn this back on. And then 15. Okay, so I had 15 in my head and it was 15. Alright, so we can actually delete this too. We don't need that. So we know it's 15. I don't know why I was doubting myself. In my head I said it was 15 and then I was like, no, it's 25. And no, it's 15. I had it right in my head the whole time. Alright, so I'm actually just going to bring this down and then I'm going to delete this. And trust me, method to my madness, I promise. And we're going to put a roundabout in here. And I'm trying to get it kind of right in the center. And I'm going to bring these down to here. I'd prefer it to be a little rounded. Yeah, but I don't want it to be... Okay, sorry. Gotta take it further back. I want it to be where it's a clean swoop that way. So I was doing it the wrong way. I will get this. It's been a minute since I've done this. Sorry, guys. And that's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we can just get rid of this. And this gives us the straight way that I was wanting. It's not quite curved like I was envisioning, but I think that's okay. Because it is linear. And that's perfect. And then we've got to get this one. Let's see how hard, if this one's going to cooperate with us. It's probably not. So freeform it is. Got it. Sometimes you just got to show the game who's boss. And sometimes the game is boss. So I'm kidding. Get those sweeping motions in there. Then we can delete this. And that is my basic outline. So now I can stop messing around with the dirt roads and I can get in here with some actual roads and upgrade these to what I want them to be. And when they're facing the wrong way like this, just right click it with your mouse and it flips it. I'm not sure what to do on console, but I'm sure you guys know how to flip roads. And if not, we can look it up together. And if you're watching this, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think my idea is a little weird, a little wild, a little crazy. So what I'm thinking, this is my idea, is I'm gonna have the Promenades Road down the middle. And I'm leaving 4 in between because I want commercial to be on this road. But I want them to only be on the promenade and not the main road. The main, what's going to be our main thoroughfare. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have it all the way down. And then over here, I'm going to probably start our first row of residential. Over here, we're going to do our industrial. Once I get the ability to, I'm going to outline it all in farming so that we can keep a nice theme going versus having the really nasty industrial that we're going to get stuck with in the beginning. Trust me, trust the process. It's going to look pretty when we're done. So right now we're just going to get these roads in here. I typically stick with about 3 deep on a lot of stuff. I find it's just convenient. And I don't know why my head likes it. I don't know if it's just a mental thing, but I really like 3 deep. Because I find it kind of brings you to a lot of areas which are really helpful. Now the one thing I know we're going to need is we're going to need electricity. I'm just going to go ahead and use one of these. They're not my favorite, but it does work. And since we're going to be right on this freeway, I'm not really worried about making some noise. And then we're going to put our water tower in. I love having a water tower feature right in the middle, right when you enter town. And we're going to make this roundabout really nice. Make it a feature point for our city. And then we are going to go back and make sure we get our overflow, which is this thing. I do have some downloadable props that I use in my Twitch stream. I will not be using them unless you guys are like, I really love that, please use it. Which you guys can tell me. If you guys are like, that is really cool, I love that prop, please use it. Other than that, we're going to be sticking clear vanilla. I don't have any mods on right now, even though I started using Move It on Twitch, and I love it. I'm a little addicted to Move It. But not everybody has the ability to get mods, especially if you are console. I'm anticipating having a road all the way over this way, so I'm just gonna lay the pipes like this for now. And we're gonna lay the pipes like that. And I'm being very careful about this because I am known to forget water. I'm also known to forget to watch my money, and and then I end up with half of a connected town and half of an unconnected town and no money, which you can get yourself out of. I always say in City Skylines, as long as you are, as long as you focus on the basics and make sure you have your naked outline done, you can come back from the negative, from, you know, bankruptcy. You will get a bailout if it gets too bad. Never panic too much. Everything can be rescued in the end. Now, I know I said I like to go on 3s. I'm going to go on 4 on this one, because I kind of want this to be my first square. And I'm going back to my 3. See? 3. The reason why is I'm probably going to end up sticking around about... maybe here, actually. This might be a good place for a roundabout, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't want a big roundabout, so maybe just a halfway roundabout. Okay, and then I'm just doing 5 down and 5 over. I'm starting to think I did that one a little too short. I did. You can always tell when you screw up because it looks funky monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Why does that roundabout look weird? Is that one too short too? I love when I mess up. It really messes with my head a little bit, but it's okay. Like I said, I mess up, especially when I'm anxious or excited about something that I haven't done in a while. I haven't built my own roundabouts in a hot minute, so I was a little anxious about that, but I think that one turned out good. Worked good. I think it's pretty. So now we're just going to bring this one up, have it meet here. And this will give us the opportunity to have another residential square here. It is going to be a little squarish in the beginning. And I kind of only want to have maybe 3 outlets here, so maybe that one's a little too close. Is this one too? That one's too close to that roundabout. So instead, what I'm going to do is I am going to just bring it out, but not actually connect it. It's a little hard to do sometimes. And that'll give us the walking path, but not the actual connection. So cars can't go on it, but people can. And I think once we get it, that this, if I mirror the other side, is going to be where we put our first school. Also, I just realized I'm still using dirt roads. Sorry about that. Alright. I do want wide sidewalks. I don't want them parking all over the road back here. I want it to be very pedestrian heavy in this town. I want to encourage walking. So we are going to have paths. We're going to have bike lanes. That is now not going to match because I didn't switch it over first, but it's fine. I am also keeping an eye on my cache because I do know that I have a very bad habit of just sitting here and getting all into what I'm building and forgetting to watch my cache. Another thing I need to do is build this out a little bit just so we don't screw up our circle. Actually, wait. Did I do that at full length? I don't think I did. Okay, so it helps if you turn the guidelines on. Just bringing it out of full length because I know I'm going to build things off of that. Just haven't done it yet. And now we're going to go back to upgrading these like I wanted to in the beginning. Going into the roundabout though, I am going to switch the type of road we use. No, I don't want parking spaces though, so maybe we won't switch it yet. And then counterclockwise, which is the way. I love roundabouts though. Are you guys people that love roundabouts? Am I the only one that really loves roundabouts? This one I do not mind it being with sidewalk without sidewalks, because this is just our straightaway. I might put a couple nodes of commercial here. It'll be like local stores or whatever we're gonna put here, but I don't want this to be commercial heavy right here. We are also going to go ahead and upgrade these before our city really starts getting out there and getting crazy. And then I need to rebuild this. No. That should give us our walk path. It did. Okay, good. And wait, did I do it again? I did do it again. Oh no. There we go. All right. I can't believe I did it twice in a row, guys. Twice in a row. And then this is going to be kind of blocky, simply because it's the beginning. I typically have a lot of squares and stuff in the beginning. I am going to leave some area in the middle here for pathing, because I want to encourage walking, but this looks good. This is going to be a good thing. I feel like this is going to be really strong once we get it going. Trust the process. You know, I might put a park here instead, since it's a really janky looking square. And then we're just going to fill all of this in, and I'm going to make sure we give water. By the way, that is something, if you ever come watch my streams, it's hilarious. Everyone is constantly like, Nubu, did you give them water? Because I forget to give my people water. It's a thing. Like, I seriously do. It's not on purpose. I promise. I just, I forget about the water. I don't know why I do. We're also going to need electricity to come to this here. These power lines, I do not anticipate them staying. And I'm also gonna, like I mentioned, I'm gonna fill in some commercial right here. Just a few, not super big ones, just like little corner marts. Maybe not that close to the roundabout. Maybe here. Just little corner marts, something they can just kind of walk to. Not a lot of them either. Maybe 4 of them? I kind of want it to start there, not there. Okay, I'm now rearranging this, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to keep them from the edges of the roundabouts. Maybe I can make these last 2 a little bit bigger. No, I don't want that big. This one could be big. That'll work. And then I also want to put some residential here. Also being careful to still include areas where I can put pathways in between. Alright, so I think we've got all of our basics set up and we are ready to hit play. And then we just gotta wait for our people to start coming in. So while we're waiting for this to sim a little bit, what do you guys think about town names? What do you guys think about the build that I'm doing so far? Do we like the idea? Do we forget to give power to people? Yes, we do. So this has got to come over here. It's a mess right now, but as we build our industry out and start getting farming in here, it'll fill in good. We also don't have power here. Fix that real quick. All right, looking good. At least we should be. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Oh, look at our little houses. They're all looking so good. I love it. Don't like that. I hope that goes away soon. Love it, love it, love it. Now, where are our people? Hello? New townspeople? Are you coming? Nope, they're just doing a roundabout. Okay. And going around. Going around. Where's our new people? There we go. Hello, who are you? Ore truck to the coal plant. That is not what we... I mean, we want it. Trust me, I like power. But where is everybody? While we wait, I'm going to go ahead and put some industry in. It's not my favorite thing to do. I'm not a big fan of the industry. And you know what? I'm just going to blanket it. I don't care what comes in here because we're going to finagle it. It's going to eventually be something completely different. But for now, it is what it is. I also probably need to put a few like blocks or squares or something in here because otherwise it's all just going to be a mess. That doesn't look straight. I forgot to turn on my guidelines. I was like, why is that not straight? What did I do? Guidelines, noobs, guidelines. There you go. And just fill in a few squares in just so we can get the industry kind of popping. So we can encourage people to come and visit our town. Our sleepy little town. Oh, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Who are you? New buggy. Going to the Oak Residence. Shirley Greenaway. I like your name, Shirley. Going to the Oak Residence. Okay. Going to the Oak Residence. Aspen Brown. A lot of oaks and aspens. Maybe that's like fate trying to tell us something. Shirley Mason, Leighton Greenaway. Interesting. All right, we got our residents here. In come the new people. All right, this makes me feel good. Industry is the only thing that has any kind of a desire right now. So we're gonna make this area really gross. It's not my favorite thing, but we'll survive. Just making sure everybody has power. That I give everybody water, sort of. I mean, if we get any more people over here, it's gonna be a no. So I should probably go ahead and put some water pipes over here because we know it's gonna happen. People are gonna come over here and they're gonna be like, where's the water? So, where's the beef? Where's the water? But yeah, they're coming in. This is looking good. We're gonna have our little hamlet here soon. I can feel it. It's coming. And the only thing I did not do over here that I did over here was a roundabout. So it feels like it's a little unsymmetrical, but I feel like I can put it maybe here. We can have our little branches of roundabout, which is kind of what I wanted anyway. so that works for me. And then we can get our little round. Now, one of the tools or mods that I had thought about getting and that I ended up not feeling that I needed was the roundabout builder, which, by the way, is a really, really cool tool. But I find knowing how to make the roundabouts really makes me feel, I don't know, smart or better or more solid, like I actually know what I'm doing. Not that I always do, but, you know, getting the sensation like I do feels good. Alright, let's... Oh, we don't have enough money. I did not realize that we blew through all of our cash. Okay, so now we are just going to sit here and watch it sim while we wait to, get more residents is what the world is screaming for here. It's like, more residents, please. I mean, I guess we could put some here-ish, which would be fine. While we wait for more cash to come in. And I think I'm going to leave this square open too. Hoping I didn't pull that over too far. Because I need to be able to put a road there. And I'm worried that I'm going to end up taking out that house. But if we do, we do. What kind of house is that? It's teeny tiny. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. It's like a little tiny home. I like it. Oh gosh. Okay. They're begging for more commercial. We could probably put some commercial on this side. But I also don't want to... I don't know how fertile this land is, and I don't want to mess with it too much. So maybe we put some commercial on this side. It'd be fine. I don't want a lot. Just a few buildings here and there. You know what? I could warrant putting it over here. It'd be fine. Maybe like that. Be fine. Just like 2 or 3 buildings. These could be like little places where the guys have to run to... little hamlet. Yay! Where they have to run to get like groceries for maybe before they go home or lunch break. They could stop and grab some food. So we're going to get landfills, elementary schools, medical clinics, recycling centers. I do have a few additional things here. But yeah, sweet. These are things the citizens are going to want relatively soon. I am not going to be putting in a medical clinic right away. That'll be something that happens down the road. We are going to be simming a little slower than, I guess, than some people do. I don't intend on slamming a million things in here at once. I kind of just want to go slow, let it sim, let it build. Get things just nice and organized. Have a good, nice neighborhood build. Let's see if I can bring this over here. Right to the edge. Nice. Walking path. Because we can't put walking paths in yet. We don't have parks or anything yet. Yet. We're getting there. It'll happen soon. And then just like the other side, we're just going to give these really long neighborhoods, which can be frowned upon. Sometimes you don't want to have super long neighborhoods, but since I'm going to have a walking path down the middle, I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me any. Now, if I did not put walking paths in, it would be a little bit lengthy to have that long of a neighborhood without a break. But I like it. I think this is good. I think we're starting off in a good pattern here. Now, we do have a road here, which we're going to go ahead and upgrade to this. And then maybe just bring it out some with our guidelines on. Because Nibu doesn't always go straight. I have a bad habit of not being straight on some of my connections. We won't talk about that. I feel like this is a secondary entrance to our neighborhood, which is healthy to have, especially since we only have the one here. And then we can bring this down. And we'll actually do a little bit different here, and I'll actually bring a road here. And maybe here instead. A little bit of a pattern breakup. And once again, forgot to give anybody any water, which they love, by the way. They love when I forget about giving them water. Actually, we'll go ahead and just bring this all the way down and loop it around. Connect it there. It's perfect. Everybody now has connection. And we can now give this more residential. Oh shoot, I forgot about my walking paths. Don't build there yet. They already did. Oh, gracious. Well, I guess this walking path just gets to be a little off-center. And that's okay. They'll deal. It'll be okay. And then we're going to probably put maybe some trees or something in the middle, kind of break up some of that space. Now they're begging for garbage. We do not have the funds for garbage. By the way, speaking of funds, we do have our taxes we can raise now. 12 is like the sweet spot where they won't like throw up their arms and like have a fit. Personally, I have no issue with taking a loan right in the beginning, because you're going to pay it back. You'll get out of debt. It won't last forever. And I think it's better to give your citizens the things they need versus having them go into debt. I mean, go into like just not having the ability to be able to carry the garbage and stuff. I don't like the landfills, so I don't anticipate I'll be having the landfills going. I'm hoping we can get by with recycling centers until we can start getting in, I think it's the incinerator in. All right, garbage guys, go do your deeds. Go do your work. I think it's next where we get districts. When do we get districts? 950. We're almost there. We'll get there. Once we start filling in some more of this residential, we'll get there. They're going at it. Although I think if we put a school in here, it'll really bop up the love for us. Alright, now we've got a school. That should bring our land value up. It should also hopefully start filling in some of these other residentials, which it looks like it is. We need more gunky industrial, which I don't want, but I know we need. So I'm just going to deal with it. I don't like it. I also feel like this is in the wrong spot. Here. Yeah, that's something we can do down the road. Let's wait till we have more money, more cash in our coffers before we go doing stuff like that. They are begging for more industrial though, so I just don't like ruining all of our nice fertile land over here, but we're gonna do it anyway, so let's go for it. Maybe if we just do as little as possible. More industrial. I almost hit the wrong thing. I'm sure some of you were like, whoa, no thing, wrong thing, wrong thing. Don't do it, noobs, don't do it. Maybe we need to put a few commercial over on this side. Maybe about 4 like we have on that side. Not a lot, just enough to give them stores or whatnot. We can start it right about here, like we did on the other side. Give them some little ones, give them a couple big ones. I think that's plenty. We don't need to stuff a lot of commercial in here. When I play, I've found that keeping commercial right around the midline, keeping the demand for it going without fully satisfying it all the time, I found works really well. And we also want to fill this in. Actually, I want to keep it off this main road for this junction here. Do they have water? They do. Okay, good. Alright, and we're going to let it sim. So, looking through here... Ooh, Worthy Village! Yay! Alright, and now we have the agricultural specialization, which is awesome. We can also get our districts going. So that means I can actually make this more of a farming area, which makes me super duper happy. Organic and local produce, which is awesome. Self-sufficient buildings. They consume less electricity, they produce less garbage, but they generate less tax. So this is something we do want, but not yet. This is something we want like immediately. I definitely want to dive right into forestry. I'm sorry, not forestry, farming. Fire department, police department, unique buildings. So they're gonna need that too. We're just going to get excited for the fact that we can now see what our natural resources are. Ah, look at that. Look at all that nice, beautiful farming right there. Okay, so we didn't do half bad. But let's do a district. Let's paint it in. And we're going to turn all of this into farming. Like, all of it. Like, 100%. If we're going to have industry over here, it's going to be farming. Now, I feel like once we get over here, this might be able to be forestry. Or we might even push this into forestry. I don't know. But for now, farming. So let's grab, wait, is it this one, this one, this one? It is now farming. So these things are going to start being replaced by farming, I believe. Maybe they upgrade into farming. I can't remember how that works. They get replaced by farming. But this is all going to start becoming farming stuff, which is awesome. So we'll do that, and then we're going to actually place another district, which will actually be the official farming district, and we can get our farming house in here. But first, what I like to do when I do that is I like to lay out the roads and how we're going to have it set up. So we're going to grab our dirt roads while we're planning, turn on natural resources, and see if we can't grab some of this. Maybe not this one. Let's see. Hang on. So straight from here to, we can have it end roughly here-ish. But this is going to tell us where it starts and ends. So I'm just kind of outlining the farming area here, like the really nice, strong, I guess you could say, I mean, it goes all the way down. It really does go all the way down over here. Technically, that's where it could go. That's a little janky, but we'll fix that. I was trying to think of how I wanted it to look or act or whatever while I was drawing it, which sometimes can be detrimental. But it's okay. We're going to just get rid of that. Maybe have this meet up here, so we'll have to get rid of that one. This one's going to come a little bit further out, and then we're just going to meet that. And this guy can just come straight up like that. That works. And turning our resources back on. Yeah, I think we have a really nice layout for official farming. And there's like a little pocket here where there's no resources. So I think this would be a perfect spot to put our official farming house. We're going to do that now. Oh, well, once we reach a farming industry of 1,500, or a population of 1,500. But we have a layout of how we want it to look, how we want it to be. I might make this a little wider because I'm pretty sure the farming building has to be a little bit wider than that, but it's exciting. We've got our layout. We are going to actually make that a little wider. But exciting. Alright, so get rid of that. You know what, we're just gonna maybe mirror this. See if I can mirror the straight edge here. There we go. And then that should still give us the pocket where we can put the main farming building, which we can just draw across here, I think would look good. And we could place it literally right here. And then we can start putting all the great farming stuff in here. These are all switching over to farming, which makes it work really well. It should be less pollution, especially once we get rid of that. We do have some sound issues going on, which we can't fix until we can start putting trees in here, which we will do. I only put 3 or 4 so that the sound wouldn't be so bad. We are having some police issues, so we are going to go ahead and drop those in here. I'm probably going to put them on this branch here. And then I think we're going to call it a day. I think that's going to be the end of our episode for now. Once we get these services in, so I don't forget to place them next time we play this game, because I will forget. I'll be like, well, I don't remember what we were doing, but we're just gonna move forward. It was like, noobs, you're supposed to put in a police department. Oh yeah, police are good. Actually, see this bend right here? I think I'm gonna mush that, and I think I'm gonna actually move that up here. And then we can put the police off of here. Police and fire department. maybe even a medical clinic. We can make this our entire services area right here. So let's see. We desperately need police because they're screaming for police. That's 1200. This is 1200. They're basically exactly the same. Do we want more modern or do we want kind of country old school? I'm thinking country old school. And then we also need a fire department, which we can't fit in yet. But when we can, it is not far enough over, so we can just put it here instead. And that's fine. Alright, so crime should be taken care of once those police officers can get out there. Yeah, the police they're on it. They're like, we got this. No more burglars, no more bad guys. And then we will be setting in with our farming industry next. Not quite sure why I have that bump out there. I kind of want this to be straight, so we can fix that real quick before we end. Because I will forget. I like to kind of just finalize things and polish things before I turn them off because I don't want to forget. I don't want to give you guys a hot mess that we have to deal with later. There we go. That's better. I mean, not really. I kind of wanted a curve there, not a straight line. So let's try that again. One last time. Maybe we actually use the curve tool this time. So, there we go. That's prettier. That's better. That's a lot better. I like that. All right. And then I think we're going to run it from here to over here. I don't see any industrial. Oh, wait, there is an industrial building right there. Can we put it here instead? Can you come out one? You can't because of that border, but it's fine. So we're just going to marry this into that. A little janky, but it'll be okay. And then we will make sure it connects here instead. I broke it anyway, so, you know, not paying attention. Good job, GG's. Since I broke it anyway, let's hurry up and stick it in there before things start building when they're already building. Good job. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just make the real... Yeah, I can't do this. No, I can't live with this. I just don't like it. I don't want to live with it. You can't make me. That's better. I was like, no. 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 Okay. That's better. We're good now. Everything's fine. We're fine. Everyone's fine. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, I'll stop messing with this. This should all be inside the farming district. It is. I'm actually going to redraw that just a wee bit. Just to ensure that all of it is in here. Because if we drew roads for it, I want to ensure that we're 100% in the farming. I also don't like that. That looks janky. Like, I thought I could just leave it alone, but I can't leave that alone. That looks horrid. It's like, oh, it'll be fine. No, it's not fine. Stop it. It is not fine. You can't just do that. Alright, there we go. That's better. More flow, more natural. This looks weird. I don't like it. So we're going to fix this too. That's better. Because when I think country roads, I think sweeping curves, gentle sweeping curves. Because, I don't know. That's just what I think of when I think of country roads. And I am a country girl. I grew up in the country. So I want to have those sweeping curves. Don't mind me and my sweeping curves. All right, and then just to make sure we have this polished off, we are going to bring this down real quick. Bring it over. And now we have a completed industrial area. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just fill this one in too. Just so we can say this is all... This is... Everything within a square, I think, is going to be the basic generic industry that that we have painted as farming, but not necessarily official farming, industrial farming like we get with the industry pack. Now my question is I mark this as industry. Does this make this stuff kind of industry too? Like farming? No, it doesn't. Okay. I don't mind these. These are kind of cute. Yakisoba over here by farming. That works. Alright. So this is where we're going to leave it for now. Next episode, we're going to dive into the farming industry. We should be able to get that going. We are going to definitely add some more residential. I'm hoping we get parks next episode, so I can actually put some parks in here, make this really pretty. Did I forget to put residential here? I did. Maybe we just make this a big park. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm a little bit on this. I mean, I am even contemplating. No, that won't work. We can get rid of that. Yeah, park here, park here. This should be residential with some walkways down the middle. That'll be fine. Okay. Now we're set. Now we can go. Now we can run away. Hopefully next episode we'll get parks. We will get our industrial packs opened up where we can actually put farming officially in. And once we get parks and stuff opened up, we can actually detail this area out, add in pathways, add in trees, make it look really nice, which will include filling this space with some greenery and such, which is what I want to do. Because I don't want to get it too close to the sound and pollution. Let's see. This is all going to look really good. And then, see, sound is here. Yeah, see how it kind of borders right there? If I put trees and stuff in here, it'll stop the sound from coming over here. We need a bunch of trees here. And obviously trees just to make it look good, not just for purpose. And then, what, can I not look at the pollution yet? There's pollution. Why am I not seeing pollution? Is my brain just not working there? My brain wasn't working, sorry. We do have some pollution here. A lot of it, I think, is coming from this building. But it's also industrial, so it's going to be a little bit pollution. But I do not want to go beyond these squares. Like, I really seriously want to keep this pollution wrapped up in here. Except for the buildings we need to put down for production, for the farming, and then for the forestry. We'll kind of put it all over here at some point. So I'm thinking this big rectangle here will be industrial. Like where we put our industrial processing buildings and such. So we don't get pollution beyond this area. And the sky's the limit. I think we're going to look at some really good stuff. I'm wondering what that over there is. So, that is it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye! I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for coming. Ring that bell. All those really cool YouTube things, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.